A successful coordinator knows they can't manage time. They can only manage their activities and their behaviors. That's why we use this weekly behavior metric sheet, because it works in keeping you focused on results. Now, this will take a few extra minutes, but you will get 10 times the value from it, I promise. I'm asking you to keep this at your desk so you see it often and you can handwrite your comments versus using the computer. For some odd reason, our brains make deeper connections when we handwrite, so please humor me on this. So here's the point of this tool. We're tracking the most important aspects of your job that lead to your success as a patient coordinator. You will now see at a glance trends, what's working, and what else you can do to get better results. Because this gives you the power of prediction. When you take notes and you review each consult to figure out what worked and didn't, you start to see patterns. This gives you the ability to predict what you need to do to get the results you want, and how many people you need to call and see. You also know what they might say, object to, resist, or complain about, so you're prepared to address it and move forward to a decision. So let's go over this form in detail. I call it the weekly behavior metrics form. So please start the form on a Monday and scan and email it to me on Friday afternoon or Monday morning at the latest. And it's important to get into the habit of completing this weekly so it becomes helpful protocol for you. So just use stick figures as you go along and tick off the number of book consults you had, as well as the number of pre-consult calls you made, as I outlined in that specific module. Now, if that consult booked a procedure, you want to know where they came from, the procedure, and the revenue generated. If they did not book a procedure, you also want to know where they came from, the procedure, and what their objections were. And here's another really important part. You'll want to tick off how many thank you notes, emails, and phone calls you made to follow up with the prospective patients as I laid out in those modules. You will then do check-in calls with your converting coach, and sometimes that's me, to go over your weekly metrics. This is your opportunity to review your numbers, note the trends, ask questions, and get feedback and suggestions to improve your conversion rate. These coaching calls will help you grow stronger and smarter about what's working, what's not, strategies to test, and others to drop. Patient coordinators tell me regularly how helpful it's been for them to document this activity and talk to a coach about it. It keeps them focused on what's important and helps them fine-tune their approach and, most importantly, book more consultations.